There it is. Welcome to Porsche Week, everybody, at Circuit Autodromo Nazionale Monza. That's right, Temple of Speed in the Porsche Cup this week. We first race of the week, always exciting, love to see it. Starting this one in 16th, we put in a 151.904 as compared to Saurabh's 150.369. So well off the pace, but that said, first race of the week is never going to be as pretty as you want it to be first time out. That said, we're going to try and do what we can. We're going to be caught in the pack in this one. We're going to try and survive. Priority numero uno. Survive as long as possible. Try and get into a groove and see if we can move up at all. I think one of the keys for this week is going to be not fighting any battles you don't necessarily have to, and trying to stay in slipstream range of another driver or a group. But let's head to the grid and get this thing underway, shall we? Here we go. First race of the week. Everybody have fun.
Green, green, green. There's an incident ahead. We're on the right, 3 wide.
Oh god.
Left side, 2
Terrified,
wide.
I'm terrified.
We're on the right, 3 wide. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Well,
There's an incident ahead.
I did the thing I didn't want to do. I hit the grass.
Slow car on the left.
I hit the grass and away we go. What do you say?
Car on your left.
Race
Clear.
1, W. Huge W, guys. You know, I had a bad feeling, and I was right. I was right to think it was going to be a bad feeling. Welcome to the recovery drive of the century from an incident that I caused. Quite literally, in fact.
Y'all really took Max Verstappen the hawk.
True. You know, if you get all your incidents out in the first lap, that means they can't show up later on in the race. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
There's an incident ahead.
I'm telling you, this race is going to be all about survival. It's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes. And I just made my mistake early and often.
Slow car ahead. Go right. There's an incident ahead.
What the fuck are you doing?
Car right. Clear. There's an incident ahead. Car right. Car stop on the left. Keep to the left.
What Nicholas?
Clear on the right. Go left.
That's what I'm talking about. Turn 1 at Monza is going to be carnage. So I got to work together as long as we can.
Right side.
Although I don't think
Still there. Hold your line.
Oscar wants to work together very much.
There's an incident ahead. You got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Guys, I'm telling you, getting your incident out of the way on lap 1 is the way to go, apparently. Alright, let's see if we can try and catch up to this group, or else we're running the risk of falling further and further behind, thanks to the slipstreamy nature of this one. Meaning on the cars, there is a certain distance there needs to be for the slipstream. It does depend on the car. Some cars offer more slipstream than others. I would say my rule of thumb is usually if you're within 7 or 8 tenths, you're getting like the smallest amount of slipstream. Realistically, you want to be in, you know, half a second or below to really get the most out of it. Alright, hot tires, hot tires, hot tires. I have a treat waiting for me after I'm done. You guys are jealous. Also, can we point out by crashing on lap 1 and then just surviving, we moved up into the Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
I gotta stop, like, bragging. Every time I try and be like, you know, it's been a while since I've made a mistake. I immediately make a mistake. Whoa. Alright, focus in. Focus in, chat. Focus in. Focus up. I got hot tires and I'm not hitting my braking markers quite literally at all. See, this is the problem, right? If, unless I'm running like the perfect lap, I think we're just gonna slowly watch this group ahead slowly just pull away because they're gonna have slipstream and I'm not. And if they're smart about it and don't fight, then they'll be able to just continue to pull away. And the cars behind me, if they're smart and work together, they'll be able to just claw me back in. So what we need to do is actually lock in here and start actually trying. Copium. We got a car with slow down by the looks of it. We might have to be able to use this to our advantage. Again, presuming we can actually run a clean enough lap to take advantage. Once again, if they're smart, they'll work together. I'm gonna hope they're not smart. And I hopefully might be able to take advantage of them going side by side through Ascari.
Car ahead. Go right.
It's for a position. We'll take that. And just like that, we are up into 9th. Looks like they actually had a pretty decent recovery. And only 1.5 seconds back.
New fastest lap for you.
New fastest lap for me. We take those. 152.7. Not bad. Gotta relax, guys. Gotta relax. You're too tense. I can feel you through the screen. You're too tense. Gotta breathe. Gotta relax. Let it come to you. That's a slowdown. Ha, he said jokingly. Had to keep you guys on your toes somehow. Shabby. For once in my life, I would love to get Ascari correct. I think I'm leaving the brakes way too late. And because of that, I'm not getting a good exit, which is making me bleed time all the way down towards Parabolica. Alright, we've taken it better.
P4, just set the fastest lap.
156, huh?
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
151.7, alright. Shaved off a good chunk of change. Ah. That was not good. My one hope is that Zach behind me, who obviously had shown pretty decent pace up until now, will get entrapped by Paolo and Luke back there and allow me to continue to try and settle in to a decent enough rhythm. To try and continue to try and put a little bit of time into my race ahead. Oh, you lost it!
There's an incident ahead.
Alright, we're eating that one. We're eating it. We had to eat it, or else we were dead. We had to eat that one, or we were dead. But, nonetheless, it is for position. And by the looks of it, we actually didn't lose really any time behind, so that actually is a massive win. Alright, next quest. Continue to try and just put in a little bit of time. One lap at a time into the group ahead.
The leader is running 51.139.
51.1, that's quick. Actually. We're running in the 52s, the high 52s. Not gonna get it done. That said, we did have to take some avoiding action, so not quite as indicative as it could be. One of these days I'll learn it. One of these days, turn one at Monza will be mine. It's just unfortunate that today is not that day. I'm glad that's not an off track. Alright, lost time there. Ooh, pushed wide. Definitely lost time there. Alright, where are we at? Let's take stock here. Finishing lap 7. About to, actually just over halfway done. Not too bad a place to be. It looks like Zach had a bit of an incident. Paolo now behind us, 3.6 seconds back. Looks like there was a bit of a moment through probably a Scari. That's good for us, takes a little bit of the pressure off. That said, we have our eyes forward, not back. Alright, tires are getting warm. Parabolica is getting a little more treacherous. But that said, we are in the back half of the race officially. Let's keep focused. And try and put in a good... How am I doing? See, it's like... I've noticed that I don't trust my braking references at this track. It feels like I brake way too early, and so I'll let off the brakes to try and, you know, get closer to the actual braking mark. But at the same time, based on what I'm doing to the tires, that is obviously not the case. So obviously I just need to trust it more instead of second guessing my braking references all the time. anyone else's races always just kind of seem to turn into time trial simulator, like, fairly often? Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, or that, like, non-indicative of reality in, like, real racing and stuff, but at the same time... Yeah, he goes, yes. Right? It just feels like every once in a while it's just... You're faster than the cars behind, but slower than the cars ahead, and you kind of just have to try and your best. Honestly, not necessarily a bad thing. Being able to run consistent laps is a good thing in the grand scheme of things. Woo! We actually did turns 1 and 2 correctly for once. Can you believe it? Do you believe in miracles, chat? Our Delta is green out of turn 2 for the first time in a very long time. Oh, I turned it way too early. Turned it way too early. Oh, then I turned it way too late. Dang it, dude. Paolo is on me. 100%. He's flying. He's gonna gain time all the way down here. A lot of smoke. Good news is there's still battles to be had up there, so there's still an opportunity for free positions later on. We are in 7th now, so even if we lose a position or so, it's not the end of the world. Nothing to be ashamed of, that's to say. All the debris from the runoff area is on the exit of turn 2, by the way. No! God! Relax, relax. Get back on the freaking track. God, man! What am I doing? I just lost 3 positions for no reason. Pushing it. About to lose another one too. Dang it, man. See if Todd here wants to work together to try and close up a little bit, but I fear our top 10 is slowly drifting away. If he wants it, I'm not gonna fight it. I don't think there's any point in losing even more time for no reason.
To go. Stay sharp.
Somehow I gained 2/10 coming out of 1. somehow. That's definite. How is that not a massive slowdown? I went way over that curve. Here's the real question. Is this back straight long enough to get a move done? It doesn't look like it. He's only 2/10.
New fast flat for you.
Once again, I'm not gonna fight it, even though at this point I don't know. I think braking a little earlier, continuing to brake, taking one a little slower, just gives you a little bit of better run out of 2. So we probably need to make a decision on if we're actually going to start fighting for...
You got a slow car on the left. You got a slow car on the right. You got a slow car on the right.
Well, that got it. This now makes things a little interesting. All of a sudden. Oh, come on, now's not the time to run wide. Come on, give me a little bit of the slipstream. All I need is a little bit. All I need is a little bit. Not bad. Firmly in the slipstream.
The leader just did a 53.298.
Not bad. All right, this is gonna help us protect from Todd behind, thanks to Austin here. So we are not gonna complain too much, that's for sure. It's not the best I've gotten out of there, but definitely got out of there pretty good, all things considered. Going on, what, 2 and a bit laps remaining? 2 and then this one?
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Too shabby. Get a nice dose of slipstream all the way down here. If for whatever reason we can actually manage to catch up to Austin, I think we're going to give him the old bump. I don't think there's really much use in fighting him now.
Two left to go. 2 to go.
That's how we have put 1 second on Todd behind. I think Todd was pushing a little hard and might have overheated his tires just a bit. space out here to push wide. Get a nice juicy bit of slipstream all the way home. That'll help with a new fastest lap. 59 dead, fastest lap we've run so far. No. No way, not now. Oh, how is that any different than everything else I've done this race? Oh, come on, man. Alright, well, we successfully served our penalty. Got it off track immediately after. W, massive, love it. Oh, come on. And now we are firmly back in the clutches of Todd with 1 and a bit laps left.
9 seconds.
Although, I will say, we seem to have the measure of Todd up to now. So if we can get a good exit out of Parabolica, I think we should be okay. And of course, he wasn't very aggressive up to now, but we are going on to the final lap, so who knows what that's actually going to look like here. Of course, we're going to defend this. We're going to see half a second back. That's definitely going to be within slipstream range.
The car in P9.
He's gonna have to send it all sends at this point.
20.581.
I hesitated on the gas for but a moment. That said, I'm hoping Todd is okay and is accepted finishing P11 in this one. He's the number 20 car, I'm the number 18 car. I think we both would be very happy with this result. If it were to stand. Let's hope that is the case. That said, we are not driving in our mirrors in this one. We are eyes up. Woo! Got a bit of a wiggle on there. He's not taking the slipstream, so that's a good sign, I guess. I think that's gonna do it. From absolutely argy-bargy my way through turn 1 and lap 1, we come home to finish P10. And learned a lot in our first Porsche Cup race of the week here at Monza. Oh, that had me sweating there at the end. Man, Monza really is just one of those tracks that you really gotta focus every single moment of every single lap, or else it will bite you, and it will bite you hard. Oh man, come on. Huge. I'm glad we didn't have to defend too hard. It seems like Todd over there was pretty content to finish P11. Very happy with that. Top 10! Guys, after that start, I did not believe it was going to be possible. Thankfully, the chaos that is Monza's turn 1, turn 4, turn Scari, and Parabolica seemed to do it for us. So a P10, top 10 finish, but we're not done there yet. Let's go ahead and check out these incidents from this one, because I'm sure I'm going to appear a couple of times and they're going to see some absolute carnage. And we are off with our incidents here, and I knew I was going to be in trouble at this moment, by the way, because I hate trying to go around people on the inside at the race start. I'd much rather everyone just get a good start and not have to worry about it. But here I get way too late on the brakes, have to get out of it onto the grass and just punt every single person and then stop, and then this person has to get out the way, and it's carnage all the way around. I take full responsibility for that one in its entirety. Here we have some blocking being done by Nicholas here, who decides he wants to drive in the middle of the road and the left side and the right side all at once. Exit of Ascari claims its first victim here in RD Thompson, getting up on that curb on the exit, not backing out of it, and just away they go. Here we see a bit of a moment coming out of Parabolica. Another first here at the end of lap 1. I know that we are not complaining about gaining some of these positions, but guys, we got to be a little careful. Lap 1, long race ahead. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, carnage, carnage, carnage. And on turn 1, we got people locking up in the background, going straight. We got to rejoin across the racing line. We have everything and anything you could ask for. Here we go, second chicane, right round we go, and just the gray car just does not want to stop. I saw someone getting up on the curb and around there back there. And then Sketchy rejoined, I think, sketched out our black and orange Porsche here. Here we go, just trying to carry a little too much speed. Exit of the entry to Ascari. Turn 1, this is what we come for. Huge lockup, and just a little baby punt. Little Constantina effects. Everyone's just bunching up, trying to get through the first chicane. That's got to be a blink. Here we go, first Lesmo. Bound to happen, guys, bound to happen. I'm gonna skip through the spins, the pretty obvious spins. I think we're only here for the contact like this. Squeezes them on the inside after getting past. Guys, you're allowed to overtake. You're allowed to overtake and be overtaken. It's gonna be okay, I promise. And then here we have Zach here just getting taken out. I think that's us up there. So this is where Zach went when he was trying to chase us down. Going side by side through Ascari is a choice. It's not one I would ever personally make, but at the same time, it is an opportunity for people should they desire. As we continue on here, exit of Ascari, gonna be a bit of a moment. Netco, there they go. Some people just refuse to accept the fact that you can't drive through another car, you know? They'll look at a car being slow on the exit and go, obviously my atoms will simultaneously pass through theirs and I will make it through cleanly. And then inevitably it does not. And then we have an incident where you just get driven through and everyone comes out feeling better for it. I promise. All right, let's keep looking here. We're looking for car contact. Whoa, that's what happens when you get up on the grass, by the way. Dip the rear tire to the grass and right around they go. Impossible to stop at that point. And then I think once again, black and orange Porsche behind, a little late on the brakes. But, guys, that is all of the incidents in this one. Can you believe it? Turn 1 was a carnage. Second chicane, absolute carnage. First Lesmo, carnage. Very little of second Lesmo. Ascari, absolute carnage. And Parabolica, scenes. Absolute scenes. But let's go ahead and check out our race results, shall we? Our top 10 finish. But taking a look here, second split, strength of field 1,759. You can't see it necessarily behind my chat up there, but you'll have to take my word for it. You can see it up in the split display. We end up splitting decision here. Red safety rating, we lost 0.13. Man, we gotta start gaining some safety rating back. I've been losing a lot of safety rating recently, and we gotta turn that around. We gotta turn that around. Get it going on the up and up. I rating change, we are now even, gained 24 and an even 1.7k. Absolutely fantastic. Sarab ended up taking the win in this one. Definitely was one of like the stronger results here. He was flying, or they were flying literally from the jump. We came home to finish in P10. Our best lap of a 151.0 was about half a second off of the fastest lap overall. I consider that to be a bit of a win. The 9 incident points I would love to do without, if I'm being honest. We'll continue to work on that, but all in all, not too shabby here. Average lap time of 153.5. Definitely can get that down with less incidents over the course of the race. If we take a look at our biggest winner here of this race, it's got to be Sarab gaining 88, and biggest loser, unfortunately, Bevan. Bevan? I'm going to go with Bevan. Down here in P24, 14 laps down, was probably taken out there in the middle. Lost 102. Tough scenes, but man, we got plenty more of Porsche Cup week ahead. Let's get it.